watching Steep in the Woods. I'm Josh.
I'm Celia.
And this is our daughter, Ivy. Here at Steep in the Woods, we are 100% off-grid. We live on a 14-acre mountaintop homestead nestled deep in the Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina. Here on Steep in the Woods, we do totally off-grid on a shoestring budget. You'll see no fancy stuff here. It's just making do with what you have and what you can figure out. If you're new to the project, a big warm welcome. If you're a tough old root, then welcome back. Today is about finally getting gravel on the mountain. So I have purchased a truck. That was my initial plan in our way of life, in the ways of lives of people similar to us. It's time or it's money. And I was able to purchase a truck. It's the perfect one. I mean, it is just dang perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. It was cheap. Everything on it looks good. It needs a lot of work based on, just those things that are normal when a vehicle sits. However, since it's money or time, and I don't have any time, we've had to spend money. And you are seeing the product right here. I got a really good deal on this white gravel from a neighbor. That same neighbor, amazing person, just a wonderful. Really, we really have a lot in common, and I'm very, very grateful for the quality of neighbors that we have. He got me a really good deal on this gravel. He also found a man with a four-wheel drive dump truck, put me in contact with him, and then today, right now, we are hauling gravel. The dump truck is small, but as you saw, it barely fit between these two trees, so a larger one would have been of no use. Either way, he is currently on the road right now, heading out for more gravel. So I'm going to spread these piles here out in preparation for more. Yeah, well, the right tool makes all the difference, and this ain't it. Oh, two things occur to me at this point, you know, while shoveling. One, I need a break. This is rough. I was counting shovel loads. Got up to 100 and something ages ago. Decided it wasn't worth it. You know, what was the profit in that? Just make something up. 2 million. Sounds fine. One, need a break. Yes. Number two, price. I got an incredibly good deal on all of this. The delivery guy, I feel like he's charging just a little bit too much, but that is an important point to bring up. If you want to live here, you want to live off-grid on your own mountain, wherever, way out there in the middle of nowhere, you know, making your own life by hand, you need to be prepared for a certain amount of price gouging. Say if you want a vehicle towed, like I had a truck towed, base price was this much. By the time we got here, because of the amount of time, the curves, the hills, trying to, you know, the difficulty in getting it placed exactly where I wanted it, the price went up. Also, this guy here, still a happy price. I'm more than happy to pay his price, but everything costs a little bit more here. So keep that in mind. If you're going off grid, if you're moving to the middle of nowhere, you don't always have to pay for stuff. I pay very, very little. That's kind of what, you know, some of the project is about, is making ends meet without the ability to swipe a credit card or to write a blank check. But be prepared to pay a little bit more than your fellow man who's closer to town. Well, there's always something here. After this last load of gravel got dropped off, I was talking to the man, telling him, you know, that I think we want X amount more loads. Can he do it? You know, talking about time frame or whatever. And we were standing right on top of the biggest yellow jackets nest I think I've ever seen. We have a ton of yellow jackets here. And this one is by far the most active out of the 4 I've already, you know, killed. I use permethrin. It's the safest. It's got the most uses. Just look it up. Permethrin is an amazing product. But either way, short hiatus here to spray bees and hopefully not get stung. God, there's a ton of them. We've been stung so much. I'm just waiting for one of them to kill me. Wow. Okay, that's a fly. This is a lot of bees. This is a huge amount of bees right here. They're coming for me. All right, that ought to do it. I did not get stung, but unfortunately, we're going to be working here. I needed that. God, I brought down 1 bottle of water, and I've been working so hard, I hadn't even been able to go back up for a second one.
That's terrible.
Yep. My shirt's got more than a bottle of water in it. Not to mention my undies.
Well, there's 7 more if you need.
We have fun with Nina.
Really?
Yeah.
Good, good.
Oh, but see that check, Mama.
So there we go. That was the final load of gravel. And although there is some bare patches, which are obvious, the places where there is gravel, there's so much that we can spread it out and move it. There is enough gravel now on the property to do it. All we have to do now is move it by hand, I guess.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It looks really nice. I wasn't expecting this. The other part of the driveway just kind of looked rough. So I'm really happy to have a nice driveway.
Classy. Day Class A. Yeah, unfortunately now we'll have to keep on getting the white gravel for the entire length. So we'll have to put this on top of the other stuff or it'll look weird. Yeah. But whatever, you really never stop buying gravel. If you have a driveway similar to ours, you will purchase gravel every year for the rest of your life. All you can do is to set it up to where hopefully those purchases get smaller and smaller. Either way, I'm done for today. I'm done. I'm totally done. I'm going to go do nothing now. Yep. And I'll see you as soon as we get around to doing some of this manual labor we keep talking about. It's day 2 here, and I've already been doing a lot of shoveling. I'm not filming everything, right? Because I have hours upon hours, multiple days. I mean, it would be just a massive video were I to film it all. But today I have my help with me. Super duper, you know, it's super duper help. And we're just going to be moving some of this manually. What we're going to be doing is using our gorilla cart. Thank you, Ben. And using that to shuttle the gravel down to where we need it. We have plenty of gravel here on site, but it's not where it needs to be. And unfortunately for us, that means filling up a wagon and carrying it 5-gallon buckets, what have you, just whatever you got to do to take that gravel and put it where it needs to be. So I've looked at all the stuff that we have, all the resources at my disposal, and it boils down to, I think, 5-gallon buckets and 1 gorilla cart. So what I'm going to take and do is split the difference, right? There's too much gravel basically everywhere that there is gravel. Right here especially is just way too much. And this is on the upper half of our driveway. So here I'm going to fill up buckets, just set them to the side here. As we go up in whatever vehicle, you know, right now it's just the Jeep, I will stop, put these buckets in them, and take that to the house. Now, from here down, I'm going to use the gorilla cart to try to work on the bottom end. So going from both sides just to try to stretch this driveway out. Sound good?
Yeah. Okay. Go down there. Go clean the house.
Well, we'll go to the house later. Do some house stuff later.
So we're going to try
It's hard to put on camera how steep the driveway is. Very, very steep. Actually, at this point with this particular load, he backed up, lifted his dump all the way up, and it stayed still because there was so much offset on the actual hill that there wasn't enough lift to get the gravel out. So yes, steep driveway. However, random, fact here, at least for me in my mind, it is not steep in the woods. It is steep in the woods, like tea, right? To allow the setting to seep into you and to become just a melding of yourself and that which is nature. So either way, it can work as both steep, whatever.
I'm doing it.
Oh, good. Hey, stay quiet. We'll be filling up those 5-gallon buckets for the rest of our lives, probably. But anyway, from this point down, we're using the gorilla cart. You just fill it up, drag it down, dump it, and repeat over and over and over. like it?
Yeah. Potty.
Now we use the potty. Pretty quick. So I think one thing we're going to need to put on the short list, however possible, is a small tractor. I'd like to get like an old Allison Chambers or something, you know, one of them, not quite a riding mower, but not quite a, you know, a full length, full size, you know, tractor. Something with a 3-point hitch and a box blade on it. That way we can continue to do maintenance on this road without killing ourselves. Hopefully. But that'll be on the list, you know. Hey, everybody needs a tractor, right? Even if it's a small one. That ended up being a lot more manual labor than I was looking for. But you know what? The thing exists, the thing is here, and it has dramatically increased the value of the property, not only the ease of access. If you like what you saw, hit that button. If you're new to the project, hit that other button. I would encourage you to turn on your notifications. If you want to help support the project, there are links below. Until next time, here, Steve in the Woods.